Hi, I'm Angie Hatton, and I'm state representative for the 94th District, which is Letcher, part of Pike, and part of Harlan counties within the AEP's service area for Kentucky Power. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here to speak to you. I believe this is my 5th or 6th testimony before the Public Service Commission in my time of serving these counties in Eastern Kentucky as their state rep. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm grateful to Mike Kurtz, the attorney for the Kentucky Industrial Utilities Customers Association, for his careful and diligent work on behalf of consumers, and also to the Attorney General's office for, again, being very diligent and involving me in the process when I asked to be involved, and regardless of party lines, looking out for the public in this area. And Thanksgiving having just passed, I'm really grateful for the Public Service Commission. I'm glad that we have you here looking out for the public and being someone to whom we can turn when we need relief. And in this case, I believe that intervention is necessary in order to prevent abuse. I'm no expert in the complicated accounting that's involved in rate setting, but as a resident of the counties affected by AEP's Kentucky Power Division rates, I am one of many experts in what it feels like to not have a choice in what we pay in our electric bills, and to have to accept laws that were set into motion decades ago that protect rates of return and a monopoly for a company that charges us some enormous rates. And from recent decisions, it's clear that the PSC does have the discretion to decide not to enforce that 2017 settlement. The PSC was not a party to that settlement, and substantial changes have taken place since then, including the sale of the Kentucky Power Division to Liberty Utilities at an enormous profit for American Electric Power. And the Public Service Commission can and has the ability in their discretion to decide whether enforcing that settlement is fair to ratepayers. And that's the part I'm here to address. Eastern Kentucky has very high rates of poverty, as I'm sure you can't fail to have noticed. We pay some of the highest electric rates in the country, second highest the last time I checked. And with the loss of coal jobs and the cost of electric power, which is very often higher than the rent or mortgage that my people pay, it is no wonder that we're suffering immense population decline. People cannot afford to live there, and there are not opportunities. Add to that situation that already existed, the recent flooding. So the human side, the public side of the argument, is that we're asking you not to return another $40 million to American Electric Power on their way out the door after all of these years of these rates. And while the $40 million to American Electric Power will be a nice additional profit that I'm sure their shareholders will enjoy, to Eastern Kentucky, that $40 million will either be another nail in our coffin if you decide to return it to AEP as an additional profit, or that $40 million to us can be one more lifeline and a financial help to us in a terrible time that might actually help us survive. So I'm grateful to have the Public Service Commission to whom we can turn to ask for help. And I request that when you make your decision, that you realize that in addition to looking out for the law and making sure that things are applied according to the law, that you also remember the human beings that are affected by these decisions and all these spreadsheets and charts. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you.